All right. Well, Dire Thing found us really quickly. Hello, Dire Thing. Yeah, the breaker tripped like 3 times in a row. Click, click, click. So I have plugged in, I think, most of my PC into my power bank now. And I'm looking, and it's only using 14 watts. And now it's using 0 watt, 9 watts, 11 watts. That's not enough to trip a breaker, man. What the hell is going on? Unless there's stuff plugged in that I don't know about. I mean, my PC shouldn't be using that much. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so ticked off at the way they wired this damn house. It shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, Scorp saying 3rd time's a charm. When I turned it on, the breaker has tripped 3 times, which y'all didn't see, but it tripped. I went and fixed it. It tripped again. I went and fixed it, and it tripped a 3rd time. So I was like, all right, that's it.
Now, what were you doing when it tripped? Did you just cut your computer on?
I don't hear you. Why is that?
Did I accidentally mute myself?
Still don't hear you yet.
Hello, hello.
We got nothing better to do. Y'all hear her? How come I can't hear her? Hold on, maybe I unplugged something over here. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on. Hold on.
Hi, Bootsy.
Well, the plugs for my speakers are off. I can't hear her. And I'm not touching any of the plugs right now because that will screw everything.
Well, you can hear me from the other room. Now I forgot what the hell I said. They can hear me. I said, what were you doing the minute the breaker tripped?
What was I doing the minute the breaker tripped? Not a darn thing. I can barely hear you. I mean, barely, because you're in the other room and I have no speakers.
I can hear you perfectly fucking clear through the house.
I'm scared to touch anything, though.
He's deaf. So I was already logged in to Zoom and had my computer booted and had YouTube pulled up when it tripped again. So I don't know if...
Oh, wait. Maybe that's it.
Can you hear me
now?
Did
that turn my speaker on?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. I just saw it come on.
You can hear me? You can hear me now?
And then it went out. Why?
Yes, Scott. It's just these 2 rooms.
All I did was reach over here and the light came on. Then it went instantly out. Dadgummit.
And it just started doing this last Friday.
Ah.
I don't think he's got it in it. I mean, do you have it?
Light up.
I don't know if he had anything plugged into a power strip. I don't know.
What a disaster area. Maybe a bad power strip. Maybe something, because, I mean... I can't tell what's going where right now. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, wait. I think I got it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So, Dire Thing wants to know if our breakers are GFI. I don't think there's a GFI circuit that controls this one, though.
Okay. As far as our GFI breakers go, we do have one that's GFI that runs a different room. The one that this is on should not be GFI. But it's a possibility. I'll have to look better at it.
Nothing else in the house is going out, so it's not like it's tied to... it's just these 2 rooms. Those are LED. They shouldn't be using much power at all.
I'm looking... I'm pretty sure that the one I just hooked it into is what runs the PC, and I'm using 10 watts. That is nothing, man. 10 watts. Is your computer using? I don't know. I'm gonna have to run the damn meter on everything. Well, see, now the breaker's not tripping. Go figure.
Yeah.
But I'm running this off of there, and we turned everything else off. How much power is it? That's a LED thing, man. There's no way.
I've already
It
answered that.
uses like 9 watts, maybe at the most. It could be anything, Scott, and I'll have to narrow it down. And it just does it. Could be an old POS breaker. That is true too, Creed. Don't need
Yeah, I
any
mean, because
POS
it
breakers.
just started last Friday during the
Yep.
show, and it only trips. It hasn't done it since last week until now.
The only thing that's changed is I plugged in power to the cabinet. And it seems like as soon as that light turns onto the cabinet, it kills everything. So if that's got a short in it, then I'll just unplug that cabinet and won't have lights in it. Yeah, sorry, Harry. It's
We do not have a thermal camera, however, I do want one.
Yeah, I've been looking at them. Some of them are okay in price, but I want a decent one, so I'm trying to find one. No storm. It's not any storms or anything, Neil.
I mean, we had storms and lightning the other day, pretty severe, but this happened last Friday. We didn't have any storms and lightning.
You know, if it's a 15 amp breaker, I'll change it to a 20 amp breaker and throw in there. I mean, why would they throw a 15 amp on something that runs 2 or 3 rooms of the house? It's like, really? You don't think it's going to blow when we got all kinds of electronics hooked to it? Yeah, it's going to snap. So I'll try and narrow down what's causing the biggest draw right now. I mean, my power bank's at 70 something, 72%. And if it's only pulling 14 watts, I can run 73 hours like that on the power bank. So if everything else shuts off, my computer should keep running because I'm plugged into the power bank, not house power. You'll see Munchkin disappear, but that's it.
Now, the AC. Well, yeah, they didn't have all this shit when the house was built. No, but I can guarantee you when the house was built, it had a fuse box instead of circuit breakers. So they had to upgrade that at some point in time. The AC doesn't run on the same breaker, does it?
No, not even close. AC has its own breaker and it's 240. It's not 110. So is the dryer. It's 240. It has its own breaker. But this breaker controls this room and your room and who knows what else. Apparently the TV, because the TV turned off, so it controls the living room also. 3 rooms off one breaker.
The TVs didn't turn off the last time.
It's off now.
You sure we didn't trip another breaker?
I didn't check other breakers. Maybe I left a breaker off. I don't know.
Well, because the light's on in there, but the TV never cut off before.
It's off now. I turned off the TV. Never mind. I turned it off just to try and make sure everything was, not using power to see if that's what's tripping the breaker. I mean, if it's a bad breaker, hell, I'll just replace that. That's not a big deal. And it's one of those quick trip breakers, so it just turns red and you have to flip it. It's no big deal. Sorry, Linda.
Breakers like that?
Crap happens. Technology, For some reason, my breakers keep snapping. And it's not even like we're using a lot of power. So I don't know why it's doing that. But it is. You can have 10 outlets on one 15 amp circuit. Well, considering that my outlet right here has 2 plugins and I have a power strip hooked to both of them because I have to power my computer, my monitors, the microscope, my speakers, my there's so much stuff plugged in here I can't even begin to tell you. And yeah, it could be overloading it, and then you got the stuff behind me, but this is LED, man. This doesn't use hardly any power. A Thermomaster DV2 Is this really truly live? There's your answer, Will. Conspiracy.gov. Right, Bill? It's like, man, what is going on? Man, I can't wait for Soar the Shore. This is what I'm gonna do. So I usually fly my trike at Soar the Shore. And if we get to fly more than one time at Soar the Shore, I'm going to take my paramotor off of the trike and I'm going to foot launch. And you say, well, why do that? Because I haven't foot launched in a couple years now. So I need to make sure I can still do it. Plus, I want to land on my feet in conditions
Why do you need to make
where
sure you can still do it? And that trash can is awful.
I'll take care of it after the show. Yeah, oh, I know it does, trash bag, but I've never had a problem with the breakers tripping before. That's why I'm
No,
like, why
that's
is
the
it doing
first
it
time
now?
in 3 years.
Dadgum. Will's he 20 million? Do you even have that much, Will? You can't mod heights what you don't have. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm not typing. That's stupid. There we go. I put in 400,000, which is a lot for me. I don't usually do that, but we're probably gonna get the Dyson fan because Munchkin now has her Dyson fan back in her room, and my Dyson fan's over there that sounds like a freaking rocket ship. Breakers do go bad, yes they do, Will. I had a bad breaker in the last house I was at. I had to swap it out. After that, I didn't have any problems. And who knows how old the breakers are in here. I don't mind swapping them out. They're not that expensive. Long as you know what you're doing when you replace them. Definitely want to flip off the main breaker to your breaker box before you swap anything.
Oh, damn.
Dadgummit, we got away clean. Well, that means we didn't lose money, right, Dar thing? I do believe that means that. I hope that's what that means, that we got away clean. Because it doesn't say we did. It just says we got away clean. I would think it should not take money. I'll be right back.
Where did he go?
I gotta get a refill.
Oh.
Oh, I can smell the trash can now.
I told you. He made
Oh,
hibachi chicken the other day and threw the packaging in the trash can. So it smells like a rotten fish in the trash can. It's gross. So I have had to deal with some colossally stupid people this week. I think the one that takes the cake is I sent the guy the form, said I need you to fill it out because I need your mortgage information and all that so I can order your payoff.
all right. In my defense.
So this guy, I'm talking,
Okay.
texts my email and says, I'm trying to fill this form out. Can you send me the name of my mortgage company? And I also need my loan number and my phone number so I can put it on this form. Sir, if I had that information, why would I be asking you for it? How would I know all of that? I'm not you. How would I know this information? I don't know. I can't answer that question. I just, yeah, I don't. My patience today is gone. Now, on the plus side, I do have 23 hours of overtime on this pay period. So that's going to be nice.
Now, what was I going to
They
say?
do suck, Will. I don't know. Something in your defense. Probably about the trash.
Yes, in my defense. Okay. I cooked some chicken thighs. I cut them up, put them on the griddle, fried them with some teriyaki sauce. made some rice to mix with, so we had chicken and rice and teriyaki.
It's good.
And I made myself a plate and left a lot of chicken. So I figured Munchkin would get a little bit. And she ate all of it. All of it. I'm like,
I was hungry.
damn. I didn't think it was that good, but if she ate it all, it must have been pretty good.
No, it's in our hallway.
So the sauce I liked the best was the original one, which I think was said Japanese sauce or something. And I'm pretty sure we got that from Sam's Club. No, Scuba's not buying nice stuff. We have to pay for the trip to go down for my son's wedding. That's what that's for. So, Munchkin makes all the money. I'm just Taco Bell boy. Taco Bell people make more money than I do,
Not
which
all
is
of them.
surprising. Yes. You know what they
No.
start at? Like $20 an hour.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Katie wasn't even making that much, and she was a shift manager.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's what I saw online. So, did I read your comment about the government rules? They bring in. I thought I saw it, King Cobra. Let me look back. Oh, here we go. I said about the packaging. They want to make it single color like our cigarette packs, regardless of brand. And mods tanks, they want a maximum of 3 colors: black, gray, and silver. Wow. You know what? Thanks, Walter. This is like the 3rd attempt at doing live, Walter. So if the power goes out, luckily I'm running off a power bank now, and I don't hardly use my power bank, so it needs to get used sometimes. But
yeah, y'all's cost of living is way higher too.
It doesn't bother me that they want to change the colors on juice. I don't really see the difference in doing it on mods, but crumbled it up over salad, added ranch. There you go. That's not bad, Will. You don't cook. You know what? If you start cooking, you'll cook more. The more you cook, the more you want to cook. I don't mind cooking. I do it sometimes.
I mind when he cooks because it makes a mess. But
the problem with cooking lately is the price of meat. Period. I like meat. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Most guys are meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Tell you what, that Blackstone, best thing he could have bought because he cooks outside and doesn't mess up my kitchen. Because you can tell when Scuba's been in the kitchen because there is shit literally everywhere. Tell him what you did when you were making said chicken.
What I did? What do you mean?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, okay. I made said chicken after the fact. I was going to get some soy sauce and put on my rice, right? As you would. Which we have like a gallon jug of freaking soy sauce. So it's been in the cabinet for a while, so I figured I'd shake it up and then go put it on my rice. Well, I went to shake it and I didn't realize that the cap was not sealed correctly. So when I shook it, soy sauce went everywhere. I mean, all over the cabinets, the counter, the floor, every freaking where. So I had to sit there and clean that up for a while. But after that, I took the top off that soy sauce, washed it so that it was really squeaky clean. Then when I put it back on, it snapped closed like it's supposed to.
But dear, you don't need to shake soy sauce. It does not separate. It doesn't. You don't. Soy sauce is one of them things you ain't got to shake it.
I'm a firm believer in shake it. Just same way with e-juice, you got to shake it because
you don't need to shake soy sauce. You don't need to shake Worcestershire sauce. You don't need to shake A1. You don't need to shake that nasty orange shit you eat.
Ooh,
what's that called?
Neil, that sounds good. Chili, hell yeah, man, I'd be down for that. That'd be awesome.
I've never tried to make chili.
You never tried to make chili? I don't think it's that hard, honestly. And there's like
my ex-husband and I did not agree on chili. He is a no beans,
oh,
and I am of the position of if you're using beef tips, you don't need beans. If you're using ground beef, you must use beans. Um, he was a purist, but he also
You
never
make
makes
it
healthy
every
chili
week?
either.
Damn,
So
Creed. Creed makes all the chili. He's like, I make chili
see,
once a
I
week.
don't like onions and peppers, so I don't know if anybody would want to eat chili that I make without those things in it because it seems like everybody puts green peppers and onions in their chili, which to me is an
Oh,
abomination.
now I want pork chili. King Cobra's like, I'm gonna make some food. We've watched lots of videos from stuff in the UK that y'all make and that y'all don't have that the US does have. I
I feel
I
bad for y'all.
hope that y'all understand that seasoning is a real thing. The more you learn how to season your food, the better it'll be.
My
You
guess is the people that are over there that actually use seasoning
Mhm.
aren't the ones that are making the videos and
I,
showing off
I don't even know.
their
Wow, that
yeah.
looks backwards. Three, two, one. It's backwards though.
Yeah, see, I could do that, Creed, like put them in the Ninja and completely liquefy them. Um, cause no, I don't want onions
Wait,
in my.
refined beans or refried beans? I mean,
I think he meant
refried beans are like
refried.
a paste, so I'm trying to figure out.
You could put that. Well, the starch in the beans also adds as a thickening agent, so you're not eating hamburger soup that's chili flavored. It actually gives it a thickness
So
like a
yeah, you're
stew.
just thickening up the chili like that. I
Yeah.
get that. That makes sense. Um, See, you don't eat onions. Munchkin is y'all know by now. Munchkin does not eat onions,
Nope.
period. And if we go to the store and I'm like, ooh, I like that lasagna, she'll look and go, nope, it's got onions in it. I can't buy anything that has onions in it.
You can
I
buy it for you.
I
Just
know, but I don't like
don't
getting
be
it
like,
if it's
"Ooh, look,
something
here's a
you can't.
family size lasagna
Why would I?
and
Yeah,
I'm not
why
going
would
to
I
eat any
get
of it."
that and then you can't eat it? That's not.
Right.
So I don't do that
What I want to
because
know
I'm
is I
considerate.
am onion hate is not a rare thing, right? So why do they insist? For example, you go to Costco, right?
Newlyweds.
They have a chicken bake at Costco. Why is it that the ones they sell in the freezer section have fucking onions in it? The
Yeah.
ones that they sell in the concession do not have onions. Why do the ones that they sell frozen that you can take home have onions? No, there are no onions that are consumer friendly. They're all disgusting
Now,
devil
are
vegetables.
they tricking you? Are the one that concessions really have onions in it? You
There
just
is
don't
no
know.
onion in it. If there is, they are liquefied and mixed with the
We
sauce,
never
but
bought
I
the
do not
ones
taste
that
a hint of an onion.
so-called have onions. We should
I'm
try
not
it.
going to. No. I'm not wasting $20 on something I won't fucking eat. No.
Oh,
Not going to do it.
well, purple
If you
onions
go
are
and you want to
consumer
spend
friendly.
your money and buy shit with onions on it, knock yourself out, but I'm not going to.
You know, it I can see where somebody doesn't like giant pieces of onions, like awesome blossom or something you get from the restaurant. I get that because it's pure onion or onion rings. But if onions are in your food for flavor, they're usually small and they're cooked really well, and it shouldn't cause that much issue. But
Yeah, doesn't matter. If I bite into one, I will gag and end up throwing up. They're gross. They're nasty. They're disgusting. The flavor and the texture together makes me want to hurl just thinking about it.
okay,
Onions are disgusting.
tell us how you really feel. But yeah,
The only except look, me and Mitch, I don't know if I don't remember who was in that Zoom call. I know Peanut was, but who met Mitch. He and I used to ride around and get stoned and just drive around. And we were broke. So we stopped at McDonald's and got it was a Big Mac or something like that to split. And I said, "No onions." I was on my very last bite and there must have been one stuck to the bun, right? And I bit into it and immediately started to like retch. I could feel You know that salty taste you get in your mouth, and I was like, no, that's not good. It was my last bite though, right? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna swallow it. This is ridiculous. You are a grown ass adult. You can swallow an onion. It got stuck in my throat. When I finally swallowed it, I felt my entire stomach like jump up and try to flip over. My body was full on rejecting that fucking onion. It was disgusting. I don't like onions. French onion soup smells and looks delicious. We'll never eat it.
See, Trash
It's
Bag says he
nasty.
could eat an onion like an apple. Lily,
Blech.
granddaughter, has done that.
Yes.
She literally ate an onion like an apple. I don't think I could do that. That would be nuts.
No, they're nasty.
So
The only
obviously,
acceptable onion is the French fried onions that go on top of green bean casserole.
yeah, she will eat those fried onions that come in a little shaker, and you can. But that's about it. That's as far as she goes with onions.
I don't think those are real onions either.
I do think I want to make some of that dump cake and bring to the fly-in September. But I need to try one more test
No,
run.
you need to do what I did and just use cherries because it's a cobbler and it's good. Make it the way I want it. Cherries.
We can do that, but what I
or
want to do is
blueberries.
mix the cake mix instead of just all of it on top. I want to mix it in with the stuff so that it cooks down into it instead of just on the top to make a thick layer. I mean, we could do it either way, but I want to try something
They
different.
are all disgusting.
The only onions I
nasty.
eat is onion rings. Wow, Harry.
Yep.
Well, if you eat onion rings, you could eat pretty much anything. So, wait,
Yeah.
I don't like cherries. Oh, well, Will don't like cherries, so we can't bring
What about
cherries to
blueberries?
the
A
fly-in.
blueberry cobbler would be good too.
What I usually make, Will, is strawberries and pineapple. So if you're okay with those two fruits, I can make strawberry pineapple dump cake for the fly-in. And it'll probably disappear as quick as the banana pudding did, which is fine. I don't mind, but I mean, I may have to make more than one. I don't want people to be like, "Hey, that was good, but it's gone." And
All right. So my question is, how are you going to make it and bring it to the fly-in? Because
okay, I've
it
thought
tastes
about
better
this
straight out of the oven.
because I think about stuff like that. I could make it and then chill it, and then we bring it to the fly-in, and then give it to Dee Dee to put in their fridge inside their camper. Because she has a fridge inside their camper and she'll have room to put it in there, I'm
You
sure.
could ask her to pop that bitch back in the oven.
Because
too.
there's no way that pan that is going to fit in our cooler. There's no way. It's too big. So blueberries are good.
I make a really good dream whipped cheesecake with
I could do
blueberry
blueberries and
topping.
apple,
Really
maybe.
good.
I don't know if
No,
that.
you just you can stick with one fruit, man.
Oh, one fruit. Oh, I could double up on the blueberries. Like do two of those. And then the rest.
Just get 2 cans of blueberry pie filling. Boom, done.
There you go. I could do that. Don't you bring a fire ring? Yes. Well, I don't know about a fire ring. We do bring a smoke pit. Yes.
It's not a smoke pit either. It's a fire pit.
A fire pit. Okay.
Creed, I don't know if they've got blackberry pie filling, and I don't think he's up to making his own blackberry pie filling.
No apple crumble. You know,
I also make a damn good apple crisp, which is delicious. Of course, the last time I made it, I was the only person that ate any, and then it sat in the refrigerator and got moldy. So I refuse to bake for ungrateful people that don't eat it.
So Dar Things that's a good idea because you could technically cook it while at the fly-in.
Yeah, but you're not putting my Dutch oven over a fire, so you have to buy your own.
I buy it in a can at Walmart. Well, there you go, Creed. I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen blackberry, so they sell it at Walmart. Because usually when we go to Food Lion, all I can find is, cherry, apple, or blueberry.
Yeah, and strawberry. They have those four.
Food chat is always the best, Will. It's universal.
Now I want everything. Well, Will, you didn't come to Spring
Well,
Wing,
I got
but
Amazon pulled
Dee
up, so
Dee
I'll
made
look.
the biggest thing of banana pudding at Spring Wing. And Spring Wing, we did not have the best weather. I will admit,
She
I'll be the
didn't make a
first to
big
admit it.
ass thing of banana pudding. She made a regular 9 by 13 pan of
It
banana pudding.
lasted for everybody, though, this time. That's because most people left
Barely.
because it was raining constantly. We had one opportunity to fly that Thursday morning, but
The lodge ones are $80. There's an Amazon Basic enameled one for $40. Let's see.
So Creed says blackberry. We'll have to look. Different stores carry different stuff. Blackberry cobbler, especially if we could get ice cream and keep it cold in my cooler, that would be awesome because you
The
gotta
ice
have
cream
ice
didn't
cream.
work in the cooler last time. It's called there's a food line right down the road. Somebody's just gonna have to go to food line.
Yeah, we could do it that way. Dire Thing's got the links. Go ahead then. Like, here it is. This is the one you want right here.
Oh.
So let me show you all the welder I got, and you're gonna be like, holy crap, that's cheap.
What do you think an appropriate size would be? 6 quart? 4 quart?
Hopefully it's still as cheap as it was. Yeah, it is. So
Yeah,
let me
when I
copy
looked
the
up
link.
Dutch oven on Amazon, it was basically just giving me the whatchamacallit, what are they
There's the
called?
welder I got. I mean, it's $80. That's cheap for a freaking welder. Because the main reason I got that was because I may have to do repairs on my trike frame or my paramotor frame. And if I don't have a welder, I can't really do that. So
King
I wanted
Cobra, when I went to Costco last time, they had a whole thing of fresh cherries, and I bought them, and they're now all wilted and shriveled. So I need to pick through them and find see if they're still good or if I'm just gonna toss them out.
Okay.
They were only like $6,
So
but still.
yeah, right? Right, Bill? I mean, why not have something like that? I mean, for $79 and they deliver it to me, I'll have it first thing in the morning. But something like that to be able to repair your frame or your paramotor, like re-weld it in case a weld breaks, is invaluable. Otherwise you got to go to a welding shop and screw all that.
When I click on that link, it says last purchased July 31st, 2026.
Yes, I told you I bought that. It's coming in the morning. It does it's got two different types of welds you can do, and you can do aluminum, steel, etc. But anyways, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about the USPPA, which is United States Powered Paragliding Association, right? Which I'm a member of for about 17 more days. Now, the thing is with the USPPA, y'all know that this sport that we have does not require a license to fly. We're part 103, not 107. That's drones. 103, and we don't need a license to fly. So the USPPA is a made-up organization that governs our sport. Okay, so it used to be $35 a year. You would get a magazine. You could post events to go to fly-ins and stuff. Now, I want to tell y'all what happened recently because they got a new treasurer for the USPPA or president, whatever. So my membership expires in 17 days. Okay. Now, instead of $35, it's $50. Yeah, it's aluminum, Creed. So not only did the price increase, you get one magazine per year. One magazine per year for $50. There's the only other benefit for being in the USPPA is you can post events. All right. It used to be easy. You go on there, create event. Hey, Soar the Shore 2026. This is the dates. this is what's what's required at said fly-in. So, and I crap you not, if you don't believe me, you can go try it on the USPPA site. Just try to post an event on the USPPA. Number one, it asks you, are you the organizer? If you say no, it immediately bumps you out. So you have to be the organizer for the event. Then it asks you, do you have insurance? Is there going to be EMS services at the fly-in? Are you going to have now the final part, when you get through all that, there's a big long paragraph. Are you going to have pilot briefings every morning? Blah, 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 blah. And so, in other words, I was like, I'm not signing that. I can't agree to that. So I wrote the USPPA an email and I said, hey, can y'all please change your regulations for posting an event? I think that this sport, people need to know about fly-ins, and everybody knows to come to USPPA to look for fly-ins. Otherwise, we got to use Facebook. So my $50 that I'm paying y'all for a year, and now I go to post an event and I can't even post it because y'all want me to say that we got EMS services. We're going to be doing morning briefings, insurance, what you
And
can,
air
where you can
marshals.
fly, all kinds of crap. It was a lot.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I wrote them an email. That was yesterday. I have not heard anything back from the USPPA. And I just said, could you please change your rules about how you post an event? I said there's some fly-ins that do not have big sponsors that can that has pilot briefings in the morning and EMS services and all that. Not
My
every
take on
event
that
that we go to is a big.
I have no problem with them requiring that when you post an event, you have to give information on all that. So, like, here's the event. There will be no EMS on site. There is no morning pilot briefing, and there is no air marshal. And let the people decide if that's an event that they want to go to.
That's perfectly fine, but
none of that should be required in order to post.
Hot Butter Steve wants that roast beef sandwich. He's like, damn it, she had a French dip.
Which one was it? The French dip or the one on French bread with the rare roast beef and horseradish sauce? Because that was banging.
So I agree with Munchkin. I think that the USPPA should have an option to check to say, hey, this is a small fly-in. It doesn't have insurance. It doesn't have EMS. We're not going to do pilot briefings. Fly at your own risk, etc. That would be perfectly okay with me. But I don't feel comfortable paying them $50 a year, and I can't even post an event on their damn page. I'd be better off using Facebook.
Yeah. And like Will said, it's basically a donation.
Yeah.
A donation for what? My emotional support pistachios, Harry.
And it's like, okay, I don't mind doing a donation to something I stand behind, but you can't even answer my email about it. At least say, hey, this is the reasons why we have it that way. If they have good reasons, then
away from me.
I'm okay with that. But don't just ghost me and not even answer when I said, hey, some fly-ins don't have big sponsors. We don't have insurance. We don't have EMS services. Where's the option for that? There is none. They totally changed how you post an event now, which is stupid.
Steve, you are not giving me the emotional support I need.
See, Bill says I'm not renewing my membership.
I just lost my nut and you're not helping me. You're not supporting me.
What?
I dropped my nut.
You lost your nuts.
I did.
If you got nuts, we're married for the wrong reason.
I don't anymore. I lost them. Ooh, there it is.
Three seats left. We will win. Right, Cloud Chucker. I've heard that story before. I'll enter
Arms
it
too
just
short.
so we can get screwed up. Kitty is getting out of hand. Their AI bot will send you a reply. Well, I did get that reply, Neil. It just said, "Thank you for contacting us. We'll be in touch within 24 hours." Well, it's been longer than that. Can we talk about roast beef?
Yeah, have you seen the price of roast beef, hot buttered, Steve? $15 for a pound of roast beef at fucking Sam's Club. It's ridiculous. And yes, Scott, growing up, I was the only female Shannon that I knew. They were all of the others were guys.
You know, I think the Hot Butter Steve should come to an East Coast fly-in, like Soar the Shore, which is
He
happening.
should. If he comes, I'll bring him a roast beef sandwich.
There you go, Hot Butter Steve. September.
He's gotta let me know ahead of time so I can stop and taste and grab it on the
September
way out.
16th through the 20th is called Soar the Shore 2026. It is on the eastern shore of Virginia, where you can see the Atlantic Ocean and the
damn it.
Chesapeake Bay as you fly up, because they're within 2 to 3 miles of each other. You literally can go from the ocean to the bay on one flight, no problem.
Mhm.
You could go twice back and forth, depending on the wind. But it's absolutely beautiful there. They
You
have a
go high enough,
northwest,
you can see them both at the same time.
northwest, north-south runway, east-west runway. Who cares about flying? I want roast beef. Damn. I just wanted some pictures of Steve in his
Yeah,
dress.
$7,500 at $50 a year. And what is that? Where is that money going?
That's so they can print one magazine. Yeah. I don't know where that money's going, because I don't think that they use it to make our sport any easier on paramotor pilots. I do think I would love for ADSB out to
That's
be
$375,000 a year.
Yeah. I would
Mhm.
love for that to be something that's more affordable, that other airplanes could see us in the air.
That sounds delicious. Man.
Not to mention airplanes, drones, whatever it be. I would love for ADSB out to be cheaper. Something we can get, that's nice and small. We can put on a paramotor. Boom, they know we're in the air, and we don't have to tell them, hey, because it's already on our thing. They can see where we are, and that would be amazing. But it's kind of expensive right now. So
I knew one of y'all motherfuckers was going to say something about that, Scott.
The sex pond. Wait, did we die?
We did.
Gummit.
I drowned y'all.
Cloud Chucker told us to freaking do it, and we're gonna win. I just lost a bunch of money. Wow, Tony, King Dumbass.
It is scary, this shit, isn't it, Tony? I don't like it.
King Dumbass has entered chat. Y'all watch out. King Dumbass himself, and he is the king of dumbasses, is in chat. I'm just saying.
They promote
Alabama
preserve, and enhance the
himself.
sport.
King Alabama.
He don't live in Alabama no more. Now he's Tennessee boy.
Oh, well, they're both country as hell.
Mhm.
Whether it be Tennessee or Alabama, they're both country as hell.
Tennessee Tony.
My brother lives in Tennessee, so I lived in Tennessee for a year.
So that's what's wrong with you.
Maybe it is. Maybe I got all my southern from Tennessee. Scuba, I sent you a listing in my area earlier. It was a paramotor. Yeah, I saw that. Ozman, I appreciate you looking out for me, bud.
He ain't got 5K.
I'm not trying to buy a paramotor. I have a motor. If you see a frame cheap with a harness, that I'd be interested in, or a wing that's really cheap, that's new. I have a brand new motor in my basement that, if somebody gave me a really good offer, like, hey Breeze,
Hey Breezy.
if they go, hey, I got a brand new 28-meter Roadster,
okay,
or
well, they're not
Dudek
just
wing,
going to
would be
randomly
even
offer
better.
you that because nobody knows you have a brand new motor in your basement.
Well, yeah, I could post it, but I don't want to post it right now. But
no.
16 meter, hell no. I need 16 meter wouldn't even get me off the ground. I have a 27 right now. I need it a little bit bigger because I'm not a light guy. I'm at least 240 pounds, even when I'm on a diet most of the time. So 240 plus my paramotor plus the trike, I'm over 300 pounds. So the wing needs to be able to cover that. But if somebody goes, hey, I got a brand new Dudek Universal 1.1, blah, 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 I need a motor. I'll be like, hey, I got a motor. You got a wing. Let's do it.
Creed, that doesn't work for me because I was eating way less food, and apparently my body thinks I'm a starving peasant that needs to be,
Creed,
protected.
You suck. I weigh 180. I swear, if I weighed 180, y'all would think I was doing drugs. If I get anything below 200 pounds, I look really skinny. Begging, I am not begging, Caffeine Kid. I got a brand new motor that's worth at least $4,500 sitting in my house. Brand new Moster 185 dual start, never even been ran.
So, but he doesn't need the motor. He needs another wing.
I need a wing, yeah, because my wing is now, 4 years old? And it's still okay, but it's a very beginner wing. I need a Class B wing. My wing is a Class A, which is a BGD Magic 27 meter. I want something that's still a safe B. I'm not trying to go C or D. I'm not trying to kill myself. I still want a safe wing, but I want a wing that when I pull the brake, it turns instead of me pulling 12 inches of brake just to barely turn.
He always needs something else, Tony. You know that. Always.
Yeah.
Always needs something else.
There's always something I need to get. I mean, that's a given. I mean, who doesn't like shiny new things? I mean, you got to have new shiny things.
What?
Your wing's 6 years old? Okay, Bill. Well, that's good to know. I appreciate I like knowing what, other people have. See, now this is the thing, right? Flying the wing takes away from its lifespan. Leaving your wing in the sun takes away from its lifespan. And time takes away from the wing's lifespan. Well,
yours has just been hiding in your closet, so it should be fine.
Right. My wing doesn't have a lot of hours in the air, but it has time from just sitting here, not flying. Because I get to fly like maybe 8 times a year, if that. So there's not a lot of time on my wing. Hell, my paramotor is still less than, I'd say it's probably right at the 50-hour mark. And it's a factory R from 2022. It's 4 years old, and I still got less than 50 hours on my paramotor. So, and I have not had, knocking on wood, one engine out. Not one. But it's a factory R, so. You have the biggest case of shiny-itis of anyone I know. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that.
He does.
Greg Laney's in chat, which that's new for all of us guys. So welcome, Greg.
Is he still here? I figured he'd got a board.
Remember, you have to stay safe. Cloud Chucker, and I can speak for all paramotor pilots. That is our number one priority. Is staying safe. The minute that you take this sport for granted is when you become unalive.
Granted, not granite.
Whatever.
Well, I can't correct our idiot clients, but I can correct you. So
yeah, I've seen a lot of people that their takeoffs, and mainly their takeoffs, are shaky at best. And I know Moonshiners is not the place for newbies to take off from, but I've seen some people take off from there, and I'm like, man, because not only Ripman is posting videos, but also Paramotor Mahoney. So if y'all want to see any of the Moonshiners event, they've both posted videos. And Ripa shows more of the, hey, this is how you can get hurt things. And I have seen some props get damaged. on the Rip has posted 2 videos, and the event's still ongoing until Sunday. So he's already posted 2 videos, and there's still multiple days left of the fly-in. So, but what I like about moonshiners is you're in a valley, mountains all around you, and every single moonshiners event I've seen, people are flying above the clouds, which looks absolutely amazing. I want to do that. I have not got to do that really. I flew over some puffs of clouds, but not a cloud base with some holes in it that I can cut down through. Because you need to still be able to have reference to the ground. That's like a requirement. But I love to fly over the clouds. How long can you fly on a full tank of fuel? Good question, Neil. So there's 4-stroke motors. Now, 4-stroke motors or an EFI, they do have electronic fuel injection motors now. Those can fly probably 4.5 hours on a tank of gas. I would say on average, if I got a full tank of gas, I can fly 2 to 2.5 hours on a full tank of gas, which the wing does, it gets wet in the clouds, Bill. I agree with you there, but if you fly out of the clouds and fly for a couple minutes, the wing's dry again. I don't really want to be in the clouds. I want to be above the clouds. So there's a difference. In the clouds, bad. Above the clouds, good. Because then you have it looks like just a white ground and you're flying over it. That looks amazing. I want to do that. And I haven't got a chance to do it yet. Hopefully that happens this year, but we'll see. You like planes? I've just found a die-cast Halifax bomber plane at a charity shop for $4. There you go, Cloud Chucker. Hell yeah. Cloud9, they do wing repair and stuff like that. How does Walter know about that?
Why are you looking at me? You're not getting my
Holy
attention.
moly, I'm going to have to adjust our screen because the dumbass has
That's
just
not
entered.
Good. I'm turning this damn thing off. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We
sir.
can hear you.
All right. I just come in here to say you're still a dumbass for flying.
I'm
And
a
you
dumbass
gotta
for
get some-
flying.
Yes.
I agree. They all are. Why you
Hey,
don't risk your
hey,
damn life?
hey. He has proven one thing I said a long time ago. We know the world's going to hell when dumbasses fly. Guess what?
You know what?
Yeah.
I will say that you look the same, Tony. You have not aged a bit, which is awesome.
Beard's gotten a little bit longer.
No, excuse me. I got older than shit, so don't sit there and try to blow smoke up my damn ass.
You know
I'm
what's
not.
funny?
You look.
The
Well,
older Tony gets, the more he looks like my dad, which is weird.
You look like
Tony, don't flip me off. I love my dad. So
No, I
when I
don't
look
give
at
no,
you,
no.
I see my dad, but the accent's all
No.
wrong because he was from New York. Do you
No,
get
no.
accused of being a Japanese man? Because he did a lot.
The only thing
And it was
Tony's
weird.
missing is a damn his Alabama hat.
I asked him a question. So, Tony, has anybody accused you of being a Japanese man?
When they look at my eyes a few times, yeah.
Because there was a little old lady that my dad used to go get Chinese food from.
No,
and she was
no.
convinced that he was Japanese. And he was like, no, I'm not. And she's like, yes, you are.
No. As soon as I open my mouth, it blows everything out of the water. All right. I just want to come in here and fuck with you a little bit.
Of course you did. That's your job.
Well, yeah. Well, it's probably been a year since I've been on, so I figured I made my annual visit and just call everybody dumbass. I ain't even looking in the chat, don't care, and everything.
So how you doing in Tennessee?
Good. I'm doing.
Well,
really
thanks
good.
for stopping in, Tony. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You look good. I'm just being honest with you. You look good.
All right. Get back to your boring ass damn show.
That's what we got.
I remember when days we had a good Friday night. But then again, I remember that Friday night was anchored by some grumpy old bastard, But see you. Peace out.
All
Bye,
right,
Tony.
see ya. Oh my goodness. Tony's something else.
Yeah, the
All right,
sun was shining up in there, wasn't it, Walter?
let me, oh, why is that on there? Hold on a second.
I don't know.
Let me fix our screens, guys. That was King Dumbass himself. For those that don't know, Tony is king of all dumbasses. Nobody can take his title. All right, I think
He packed up his wheels and drove up to Tennessee.
so. I wanted to tell y'all about something that my ex-wife posted, which I was so tempted. I was so tempted.
See,
Y'all don't
King
even
Cobra,
know.
That's what people used to say about my dad. He looks like Mr. Miyagi.
So, are y'all familiar with? Okay, are y'all familiar with the shoes Hey Dudes? You should be familiar with the shoes Hey Dudes, right? So, my ex-wife posted a picture of her wearing 2 different color Hey Dudes to work. Apparently, she has, I don't know, a lot of shoes. So I really wanted to post, and I was this close to posting it. I was gonna go, hey, there's too many dudes in your life. I just thought that was the ultimate joke because she cheated on me. So it's like
I thought it was
I
funny.
wanted to post that you got too many dudes in your life, but I did not do it. I refrained, but I still think it's funny as hell.
So jokes like that are best made in person. I'm just saying.
In
Like
person,
I never ribbed Dave on Facebook, but in person, yeah, I gave him a bunch of shit.
yes.
Yeah, I got
Hey
several
Dudes.
pair. I got a sparkly pair of Hey Dudes. I got one that are furry on the inside with pink.
Breeze, you
little
should look
pink
them up.
laces.
Look up Hey Dudes. They have them on Amazon.
They're very comfortable.
They're very comfortable shoes. I
Mhm.
don't really recommend them for flying, but you're not going to be flying, so
no.
they're very comfortable shoes. You can just slip into them, boom, boom, you're done. No muss, no fuss.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're very comfortable slip-ons for running to the grocery store or just fucking around.
They
the house.
are. I mean, they're
yeah.
not the cheapest shoe in the world, but they're made very well. They're good shoes. I have a couple of pair myself. I probably need some new ones because mine are kind of dingy.
I think I only have 2 pair. I got the sparkly, glittery silver ones, and then I got the pair that Lisa gave me that are furry.
I didn't know you had sparkly, glittery Hey Dudes. I thought you had.
Yeah, I haven't worn them yet, but I
Oh.
have them.
Oh. Y'all
So,
have 10
I have-
pair? Damn, Creed.
I have Klarna, right? Okay. And I use Klarna to buy my TikTok stuff.
Yep.
So basically, I look at it as a $20 a month subscription, and I just get random bullshit. Like I might get shoes and a pair or sheets and a pair of Hey Dudes. The next month it might be makeup. It's just. But yeah, I make sure I only have one Klarna active at a time, and
King Cobra, that's a good point. Where is John Q? He's
know.
fired, man. John Q is usually here just ribbing up the whole chat.
Yeah.
And he's not said a word the entire time. And I think y'all are not appreciating my joke about you have too many dudes in your life.
I thought it was funny, but like
It
I
is
said,
funny.
the ribbing is better served in person.
That is freaking hilarious.
I mean, I couldn't laugh too much because I've accidentally worn slippers to the courthouse, but I've never shown up to work wearing 2 different shoes. But did you hear me this morning? I almost got up and walked out to greet a client with 2 different shoes on because I have my black ones under my desk.
Uh-huh.
And I had my brown ones on, and I kicked them off. So when I heard the door open, I slipped my shoes back on and realized I did have on 2 different shoes, but it was before I got up out of my chair. So I was able to fix them. But yeah.
So tonight has been interesting. Let's see. My power bank has dropped it went from 72% to 71%. So, and the power did not even go off again. Go figure. Why was the breaker snapping like crazy?
Maybe
now
it's
it's
when your
fine.
computer boots up, just the surge of it booting is enough to
Yeah,
trip
but
it.
it was already booted, but well, I don't know.
No, because I had all my stuff set up, and it's like almost as soon as you sat down and turned your computer on is when it went out again.
Huh. A Dolly Parton
I don't
joke.
know.
um I'm only gonna go over a little bit. I'm not gonna try to put it too far, but we did
No,
miss a
I
few
got a whole
minutes.
brand new drink, so we're good.
So okay, we can go a few more minutes. I didn't plan on the show being cut multiple times because of power outages. I
It's like a
apologize, but
TikTok video. You got 3 fucking parts to it and shit.
it happens, right? Yeah, it could be a TikTok video, right? My uncle once went to a dinner party. My uncle once went to a dinner party, with my dad, and he had one brown lace up shoe and one black slip on, and it was my dad who had to tell him.
So you know he didn't lace that shoe up. That was also a slip on. It just happened to have laces.
We got
It
rain.
happens sometimes.
We had the rain yesterday, Linda.
Was it yesterday or was it the day? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. It rained its ass off the day before.
It
That was
did.
nice. Big thunder boomers,
My
like
gutters
lots and
do
lots of
0
lightning.
for this house.
Yeah, I know.
All the water seems to pour right on my porch. I got to figure out why our water is not
Or
going through
you
the
can
gutters.
just get that Vivor thing that I saw on TikTok that you just plant above
Yeah,
your door and
it looks cool, but I think it would be a pain to install and look weird on top of the
you'd have
house.
to screw it through the siding. Yeah.
98. Yeah, it's not 98 here right
It was
now.
actually nice out when I left the office. It was nice and breezy and it wasn't too hot. It was still humid, but it wasn't so hot. But it was nice. I actually turned my AC off and rolled my windows down on the way home.
Cloud Chucker called me like FaceTime, and he was like he got no shirt on. He just like laid back in the bed. What's up, Scuba? I'm like, damn, dude, this is not OnlyFans, all right? Cloud Chucker was maxed out, man. He was like, what's up, man? I got the,
Well, you gotta think about what time it is for them. It's 3
where's
in
the
the morning
show
over
at? I
there.
can't find the show. I'm like, hey, man, wait, hey, whoa, slow down, Cloud Chucker, slow down.
Yeah, I don't think we very rarely experience no humidity here. We got lots of it.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees right now
A
where
polo
we're at.
shirt inside out. I have worn my shirt inside out. I've worn my shirt backwards. Most of the time, it's my underwear that are inside out. Thankfully, that doesn't really matter that much. Um, yeah,
My
it
uncle's
happens
cool with 0
occasionally.
navigational skills. Used to be a glider pilot. Lost sight of where he launched from. He was screwed.
Look, I mean, as long as he knows what state he's in, he's never really lost, right?
I will say, King Cobra, that has happened to me at the fly-in, Spring Wing, Soar the Shore, you name it. If I fly too far away from the airport, if I didn't have gaggle, I'd be like, where the hell am I? I could still land. Don't get me wrong. There's a million spots to land. That's got to be one of the best spots to just fly because you can land almost anywhere. There's fields everywhere around that airport. But to find the airport, there's not like this beacon that's like, hey, here's the airport. You got to find that son of a gun. So without gaggle, I get lost sometimes. So good thing gaggle's there and it's like, hey, your takeoff point's right here, and you just fly towards that and you're done. But it's crazy that you could be somewhere on the ground and know exactly where you are, but if you're in the sky and you don't know the land mass really good, and I've flown there multiple times and I can still get lost because once you see a bunch of trees, they all look similar. So it's like, where the hell am I?
You just gotta look for the field with all the cars in it.
You can't see them because the trees are blocking.
I know. When I wore my slippers to the courthouse, it was a couple hours before I realized I'm just sitting there at the computer working away, thinking I feel way too relaxed, and yeah, I have my slippers on.
So
Nobody cared though.
so in September when Soar the Shore comes, if there is no, September is like hurricane month, okay? If there's no hurricane coming up the coast, I can almost guarantee that we'll be able to fly every morning and every night of the fly-in. Only if there's no hurricane. If there's a hurricane, it may screw everything. So
Yeah,
we'll
it'll get a
just
bit
watch
windy.
the weather and see what it's going to look like. But as long as there's no hurricane, man, it's usually
Well, see,
perfect
that's the
there.
problem, Dire
Besides
thing,
when
is
Slade came.
nobody's grilling when it's flying time because all the guys are up in the air.
Yeah. When we're flying, we're not cooking.
And there's not too many women there. Like Dee Dee and a couple of the other ladies, they go off during the day and go to wineries and go antique shopping, and I would rather not. So,
I would rather not.
mhm.
We usually have a good spread. I got a different.
Well, I mean, not to mention, all right, here's the thing. Even if I wanted to go, they've all got fucking giant ass campers with showers and bathrooms. I am not, I look like a swamp rat. Those people, y'all that have met me at fly ins, have a very, very unfavorable view of me because that's not how I look on a day to day basis. I'm telling you. Um, so yeah, that's what happens when I'm showering
Well, I
over
mean, not to
kids.
mention we get hounded by Will's wieners
Yes.
most of the time,
And it's so hot, my makeup just melts off my fucking face. My hair's a wreck. Um,
Whoa. 50,000 feet? That is illegal, Cloud Chucker. Maybe not in the UK, but in the United States, 17,999 is the highest we can go legally. Once you go past that, you're in class like A airspace, and that is illegal. 50,000 feet? That's ridiculous, dude. That's higher than airliners fly. I, I 50. You sure about that? 50,000 feet above ground level? The only way that happened, that one lady that got sucked up by a cloud, it was probably AI. It very
yeah,
well
she wasn't
possible
really
could be
planning on
Cloud
that.
Chucker. I mean, I know their laws are different in the UK, but in the United States, 18,000 feet, even in Class G airspace, is the highest we can go. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to be up that high because a lot of planes are in that altitude. Do you really want to try to dodge a plane? I don't. So why go that high? And, and I get why a lot of paramotor pilots like flying low. They don't want to worry about air traffic. I get it. Plus, it's cool to fly low. You get to experience the ground and foot drag and all that stuff. Also, you think, oh, well, I can't get hurt if I only fall from 20 feet. Yeah, you can still get hurt, but anything a little bit higher than that, and you can get hurt really bad. So it's kind of the dirt's what hurts. So the air is your friend most of the time. I don't mind flying a little bit higher. Will flies low a lot, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that. I just like flying a little bit higher. That way, if I have an engine out or something, I got an opportunity to think about, hey, where am I going to land? Which approach should I take, et cetera, et cetera. That's all I'm doing. But
Hey,
my
apparently
motor.
NASA opened another wind tunnel. I wonder if that's what that noise we heard last night was.
Oh
I'm
my
firing
God,
it up.
our front storm door was shaking last night because Langley had some wind tunnel going, and it sounds
You'll
like
just
an
be sitting here, it's
earthquake.
nice and quiet, and all of a sudden you hear
Just low rumble. And you're like, what the hell? And then the front door starts shaking. You're like, what in the hell are they doing over there? It's crazy. There's Hunter.
Hey,
Oh my
Hunter.
God. I'm glad you showed up. So Hunter which I'm so surprised. Hunter got a tough trike, and I spoke about it earlier, and I was complaining to Hunter. I was like, I really like the tough trikes because they're cool because you can put your trike on really quickly. It's like boom, boom, you're done. The thing I didn't like about tough trike is their foot pegs were really narrow, almost like it trapped your foot in there. So I commented on Hunter's video about that, and the maker of Tough Trike was like, after this response, I'm going to start making the foot pegs 3/4 of an inch bigger, which if you get 3/4 of an inch on each side, that would definitely give you enough room. This is the thing, right?
And they say size doesn't matter.
Size does matter in this case. If you land and your foot is trapped in there and you can't really pull it off quick, because you may have to do a Fred Flintstone stop, So you want to be able to get your feet off quick. And he said the owner said that the one that makes the tough trikes, he said that the first guy he originally based the tough trike off of was using it to steer with, which you can steer no matter how wide the foot pegs are. And 9 times out of 10, and I'm sure Hunter's noticed it, even though he hasn't had the trike that long, you do not have to turn there. So if your wing comes up, so Hunter knows this, I'm sure. If your wing comes up and it's a little bit off to the side, because I fly a trike too. If the wing comes up and say it's a little bit to the right, you can either give it a little bit of left brake, which will bring it back to the center. And I mean just a little bit. Or you can steer to the right. And when I say you steer to the right, I mean 3 degrees maybe that you turn your wheel and your wing will come straight overhead. The main thing with the trike is I see a lot of people trying to take off at full. They'll go full throttle and their wing is still doing this. That is a death trap, because say your wing goes way to the left and then you get airborne, you're a pendulum. So your body is going to come down and smack the ground. So never, ever take off if your wing is pendulum. If it's
Hot
doing,
Butter Steve, I don't know
if it's
you want
oscillating.
your roast beef flapping in the wind. That might not be a good look.
If you got
then
a
again,
straight wing, then you're good to go. And in most of the times we have plenty of runway and we can just basically taxi as long as we want. I don't know about Hunter, but and I know that tough trike has a spot for it. I have a giant mirror that I put on mine. You can either look up at your wing if you don't have a mirror, but if I have a mirror on mine, so when I go to launch, I can look down and see my wing and see that it's straight over my head. So I don't have to look up. I can literally look and see my entire wing from one mirror. And if I see it over to the side, I know that I need to turn a little bit. And that's it. Boom, I'm in the air. And that has served me very well. And you can mount that thing in like 2 seconds. And your mirror is your friend. You can always look down, see your wing. If you're in turbulence, look down, see your wing, see if it's bouncing around. I enjoy being able to do that without having to crank my neck back and look at the wing, because
beef sandwich in your hand and stare at it.
Freaking hard.
Look, you're making me want a damn roast beef sandwich now.
Hot Butter Steve wants he wants a freaking roast beef sandwich. We're gonna have to make roast beef sandwiches in honor of Hot Butter Steve.
No,
not
look,
being
if he shows up at Soar the Shore in September, and I know ahead of time, I will go get that motherfucker a roast beef sandwich with some horseradish and bring it to him.
My issue so far is how much slack to keep them, how much in front of the cage. Okay,
he could also go for
Hunter, let me explain how I set up my wing, and maybe that'll help you, because I mean, I want you to succeed. What I usually do on my wing is number one, you have a middle point on your wing, right? So what I will do is I will pull my wing, and you don't have to straighten your wing out or anything like that. You go, once you point your trike in the direction of the wind, look straight up, hit the brakes, go, go, go. Once you point the trike in the direction of the wing, so what I do is I grab the middle of the wing and I pull it back until my A's are tight. Okay, as soon as the A's pull tight out, then I start going down the rest of the wing all the way to the edge. Then I come back to the middle, go all the way around the wing. Same thing. I pull all the A's tight. And then I go back and I comb the lines to make sure they're nowhere near the prop. And when I go to take off, my wing comes up perfect every time. Unless I got some kind of strange crosswind or something, the wing comes up perfect. You just have to learn the timing. It's about the same as foot launch, but when your wing comes up, you'll feel it. You know, it jerks back. Obviously, I know you felt that. When you hit the gas on a trike, you'll feel your arms get yanked back. And then your wing will start to come up and you'll feel your lines come off the cage. And when that happens, that means your wing is pretty much at the point where you can release your A's. And then I immediately give it brake pressure down to my shoulders. And that holds the wing straight. And then I usually can let off the gas a little bit to taxi my wing to get it straight. And then once I know that it's straight, roll on the gas and you're in the air. It's so easy. I left a slack in the wing behind the trike. Oh yeah. If you do that, Hunter, if you
That'll yank you back on your wheels.
Yeah, if you have that much slack, number one, it stresses the wing a lot because you're snatching the lines on your wing, and you'll cause, undue wear on your lines. So
Or
if your
flip
if your
yourself
lines
over
are
and
already
turtle on the
tight,
trike.
as soon as you hit the gas, the wing's going to start coming up. The main thing you have to do when the wing's on the ground and you have your lines tight like that is
Need
get
to change
past
it to D2B.
is
down
get
to
past
B.
the prop wash. Once it makes it past the prop wash, you got to get past that part quick. If you go really slow, you're going to have problems because the prop wash will make your wing shake around and move off to the side. So what I usually do is I'll hit at least half power when I first go to start. And once I know it's made it past the prop wash, you don't want to let off the gas a lot, but I'll let it down just a little bit. Then I release my A's, pull my brakes, then check for center. Once my wing is straight, then I roll on full throttle and I'm in the air. The more times you fly that trike, the easier it's going to get. Not to mention the fact that you can fill that gas tank all the way up with gas because it's not on your back. So you can fill that son of a gun all the way up and fly it till it's empty. And you can land in any direction. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, Hunter. You do not have to land in the direction of the wind. You can land into the wind, which makes it easier. But if you have to land downwind, you can do it on a trike because you're rolling. If you're foot launch, you can't really do that because the wing will overshoot you and you'll face plant. But on a trike, you roll it out. It's just a takeoff. Well, when you take off, as long as your wing, once you get some more launches on the trike, Hunter, you'll notice that if your wing is centered and steady, when you take off, it is one of the smoothest launches you will ever have. Ever, ever. You literally just lift off the ground. As long as you have your hang point adjusted right. If your hang point, your front tire, like if you hang your wing, you got a big shop, I know. So you can definitely check your hang point. Make sure that when you're sitting in the wing with your feet on the pegs, your front tire should have a slight angle to it, maybe 5 to 10 degrees, at the most 15 degrees. If that's the case, that's perfect. If you're down, that's bad. You don't want that. because you want, when you land, you want your rear tires to hit first and then the front tire. So as long as you have your hang point set correctly, your back tire should always land first, then your front tire, boom, boom, done. I get freaking hot butter Steve, roast beef. Yep, hang angle is great. It flies
having a
amazing in the sky.
conversation
Just the
about
damn
roast beef
inflation.
sandwiches down here.
This is the thing, Hunter. My best advice to you on the inflation. A lot of times people are scared to give it gas to start off with. So if you're reluctant to hit the gas, the wing's going to hang in the prop wash. And that's what causes the most problems. Your wing will want to oscillate and go opposite. So the main thing is give it a good bit of gas when you first hit it. Your arms are going to go back. You'll feel that. And you'll get past the prop. Once you make it past the prop wash, you're golden. It's just getting past that point. People that take off really slow, like, you're not going, you're going to have bad takeoffs every time. You'll get the feel of it after a while. I mean, you may get 6, 7 flights, and then it's going to click, and you're going to be like amazing on the trike. And it took me, because I know my first trike flight, there's a video. My landing, I thought I was going to hit my truck. So I did everything I could to avoid hitting my truck.
And made it worse because he wasn't even close to hitting the truck.
I thought I was going to hit my truck.
When he hit the ground and crashed.
Is it 10:20? Oh my God. Okay, we got to get out
of
here.
Good night, Will.
We've been running our mouth.
We're just having a conversation about beef while you've been running your mouth. Horseradish is not nasty. You don't need pepper jack if you put horseradish sauce on it. It's delicious. Horseradish on roast beef is the best thing in life.
But Hunter, I'm proud of you. You did I watched your video, you flying the trike. It was amazing. We got to see your feet the entire time, which was pretty cool. I'm like, look, we see Hunter's feet. He's flying a trike. And I was like, yeah, there's not enough room on them foot pegs. But it wasn't as tight as I thought it was. And you have the lightweight version of the trike. The heavyweight version, I think, is even tighter, which is bad. So I bet Scuba smells like roast beef.
He does not smell like roast beef.
I don't smell like roast beef?
No, you don't smell
come on.
That, I don't want you to smell like roast beef. That would not be good. I don't want any person that I'm hanging around with, unless they're serving me roast beef.
I need a Hunter Tune logo. I need a Hunter Tune logo to go up here. You see Will Fly's logo right there. I need a Hunter Tune to put up there. Just saying. He's got to have.
When you tell me someone smells like roast beef, that means they need to take a bath.
I'm gonna extend the pegs and eat some roast beef. Thanks, Hunter. I appreciate it. All right, y'all guys.
Have a good night.
Everybody have a great weekend. We're gonna get off here. We're way over. We're supposed to stop at 10 o'clock, but
eat more beef.
But I appreciate everybody showing up, and especially Hunter. I know he's a busy man, and he's got that little one to take care of. But he has went from being scared to fly over 10 feet high to just sky's the limit for him now. He just does everything now. And he's flying a trike, and he's doing all the car stuff on top. The dude is just maxing out life right now, which is amazing. But you guys have an excellent weekend. Make sure you stay safe, whatever you do. You don't have to be flying like us crazy son of a guns, but
gross, Scott. Bad Scott.
And we got to go make some roast beef now because Steve don't have none. And we'll catch y'all guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye everybody.